Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Gowthami, and today you guys are going to get to know me a bit. You guys have asked a lot of amazing questions. I definitely have wrote them down, and so we are going to get them started. Um, let's see. The first question is actually, let's start with this. I'm Gowthami, and I want to say I have started this channel just to have fun, and I kind of want to meet more people and travel around and feel like taking you guys with me when I blog about this, um, blog slash vlog, and it is really interesting. I want to have a little challenge for myself and let's see, I kind of think a little bit more. This is just a very, very fun little thing to do. Like I just said, a little challenge, and I want to just reach out, like, hey, it's me. I gotta say, so yeah. Again, thank you for asking questions, and we're going to get to it. My first question of here on this is, what is your biggest achievement so far in your life? Okay, so I went to this private school and it was really amazing. I am now running 18 years. This is like voluntary kind of thing. So 11 years of actually being a student and the rest of voluntary. So if you add those up, it's now running 18 years. It was really, really sweet and I love it. So I actually, let's say, I play instruments, and in that school, it's very arts kind of thing. You work with hands, you work with just like everywhere, outside, inside, and a big thing, a part of me that I love to do is music. And I think just last year, I composed a piece called a Whispering Bamboo. Actually, it's called The Whispering Bamboo, and it's piano. And it was just originally just for me, but since I've been going to that school, and the teacher and I just like talked here and there about it. And so we eventually had a decision of, okay, so the middle school orchestra is going to play the orchestral part. And so we actually, let's just say, I want to say we kind of made like each part, but they were kind of like the same, but it's like in different clefs. And so we put that all together. It was a really, really nice project. And for me to actually play with them, and we kind of like had this a really cool place to play, and there was like a grand piano there for me to play, and I was just warming up, and this grand piano had a really nice tone to it. I was like, oh my god, this is really cool. And so the orchestra played, I played, we like all did the Whispering Bamboo. It was a really cool project to do, and that was like my biggest achievement, I gotta say. Just composing and just sharing it with that and the audience over there. And I was like, oh my god. And I definitely cried for like weeks because, again, that school just means a lot to me. And sharing my passion of music to them was like a little thank you for having them having me there as a student. I was like, this was a very emotional achievement, I gotta say. So that was an interesting question, so thank you. What are your goals for your channel? I think I said this earlier in my time before, but just connecting with people, having a little challenge, and just like growing and just being out there and having fun is my goal. And I don't really have like a hard kind of goal. I'm kind of an easygoing person, so I was like, okay, you know what, start it. And right now, I do want to hit more subscribers, but that is like not my main goal. My main goal is just being out there, putting myself out there, and just having fun. It's not a very strict goal, sorry, but that's kind of it. Favorite foods. let's see. I said mac and cheese. Really, I just like it. I don't know if you guys want, but Panera has actually a really good mac and cheese. And actually, now I've just tried two. Um, let's see, what's it? Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A has actually really good mac and cheese. So mac and cheese is kind of my thing. What are your favorite movies? I say I'm not really a movie kind of person, but if I really have to say, there are like a lot of movies that I like around the Christmas time. And I guess when it's not Christmas, I just watch whatever one I want to watch. But definitely, I gotta say, The Polar Express is a really cute, adorable Christmas movie. I gotta say, The Mistletoe is another one. It's very, again, like I think it's Christmas, but also it's nice because there's a lot of like music to it, and I really like it. Um, let's see. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, Finding Santa is a really good one. Let's see. Let's see. I want to say there are a lot out there I've seen. It doesn't come to mind right now because they're not my favorite, but the ones I just listed are my favorite ones. Or sometimes I will actually go on to an episode of either like Full House or Fuller House or other episodes from a different kind of series. Will only specifically watch the kind of like Christmas kind of episode, which is really nice. I don't know why, but I like Christmas. So yeah, my favorite movies I've just listed. Well, I think Polar Express, Finding Santa, and The Mistletoe. What type of music do you like? I would say pop music, Bollywood music, and classical music. Classical music. Okay. Here's the thing. Classical, but also slash kind of like theme songs in the area. So I guess when you look at theme songs, there's orchestral, symphony kind of theme songs, and then there's actually theme songs where, oh, you look at the TV shows and there's theme songs. I think I'm going towards more of a theme song. I think Avengers has a really good theme, and Pirates of the Caribbean has good theme songs, and just like movie kind of orchestral symphony kind of theme songs I really like too, which is really, really nice. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And I've actually played some of them in orchestra, and it's really cool. So pop, Bollywood, and orchestral symphony theme songs kind of thing. What was your favorite subject at school? I don't know if I would say this is a subject, but definitely orchestra. As you can see, I've been talking about orchestra for the last God knows how many minutes. So, orchestra. If it really actually has to be like a subject, like math, English, or science, I would say maybe science. Maybe. Maybe a little bit here and there math, but we'll just put orchestra as subject. Let's see. Do you play any instruments? Musical instruments. So I do. Um, I play like 5 instruments actually: violin, viola, cello, piano, and flute. I started violin, and then I think I went to piano, and then cello, and then viola, and then flute. Violin, viola basically was taught by a teacher or a school, and then the rest, like, I want to say cello, piano. Piano was actually first self-taught, and then I had a teacher, and then now again self-taught. So it's more like self-taught teacher kind of thing. And then let's see, cello and flute, I want to say, was self-taught, more like self-taught. And here's the thing, I like teaching myself and giving myself a challenge, and it's really interesting, I gotta say. I do definitely get the concept of the things in there, and I gotta say the most difficult one to teach myself was the flute. And what I mean by teaching myself is, yes, I will go on to YouTube and just like try to see where I'm actually, let's see, how do I play? How do I start? How do I basically YouTube search the things? That's a weird way of saying it. Sorry. Uh, Trying to figure out how to play it. But yeah, those are the instruments. Also, flute is a little harder because I only started a year ago. So I think I used to play clarinet too, but that was like also self-taught. But that was also just a fun little thing in high school. And then here and there, maybe a little bit of drums because one of my family members has actually a drum and a guitar. I want it actually, but I think we have too many instruments in this house at this point. I was like, for me, not enough instruments. For others, too many instruments. I gotta say. Do you play any video games? Ooh, I don't. Um, Although I wish I could. I just don't have the time to play video games. But I don't know. I maybe will start playing video games sometime soon. Maybe. Probably not. So I am so sorry, you guys. If you could hang out with any cartoon characters, who would it be? I want to say Moana. Moana, I really like Hawaii. It's really nice, very pretty, and I want to say Moana. Um, this is an interesting one. Any tips for getting a first tattoo? I'm getting a ankle. I'm getting an ankle tattoo shortly. Do you have any? If they're so, can you show them? And what part of ankle do you think would be the least painful? Here's the thing. I do not have a tattoo, and if I have a tattoo, that's like, like those kids one where you have like on the paper and you just put it on and then you put the towel on and then you peel it off. Yeah, I'll have those kind of tattoo. But also, I'm afraid of needles, so I'm not really afraid of needles. I just don't like the pain, and I cannot stand the pain at all. So I do not have a tattoo. I'm sorry, but it's really cool seeing artwork out there on other people. So yeah, sorry. How long do you think you will survive in a zombie apocalypse? 0. I would probably not survive that. I do not know why, but I will not survive it. Also, I'm just going to say right now, be talking right now. I'm still recovering from my dental thing, the wisdom teeth. So if you can't hear some of the things I am saying, I am so sorry. I'm recovering, and it kind of like hurts a little bit, but it's not as much as the week of I had. So I'm so sorry. Whoa, my voice. What do you think is the safest way for animal control to catch a big bear on the loose in the neighborhood? I want to say the safest is trying to figure out what the bear likes to eat and then make a trail to put the bear in a safe spot away from us, but it's safe and we're safe at the same time. And then make sure the bear stays there in a safe spot, I guess. So try not to hurt the bear, I want to say, but like put little teeny bits of food that the bear will like and try to drive it away from people. I want to say, hopefully the safest thing. And just wait. If it doesn't work, God help you. Please. I'm not even joking. I think bears, love to eat. So I'm pretty sure that may work. So yeah, do find out what the bear likes to eat and then put a trail. Let's see. What was the scariest part about getting your wisdom teeth needles? I think I said this earlier, but I hate needles. And so I gotta say, needles aren't not my thing. just not as a wisdom teeth thing, but even if you're trying to get your cavities filled, you still have to numb it. I don't like needles. Like, I don't know why. Like, I don't, I think it's cool. It's just out there and whatever, but just poking it, I get it. They put like the jelly on, but still, does not help. I do not like the needles, I gotta say. Let's see. Who are your favorite YouTubers? I am gonna say, hmm, okay. I do try to watch. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I do try to watch everyone, hopefully, but not everyone because there's a lot out there. But I do watch a lot. Brent Rivera, Lexi Rivera, and then there's Pearson, and then Jenna Davis, I think that's her name, and Liv. Basically, the whole Amp World crew. And I want to say, if you guys have watched this, and it's really, I watched this more towards the end of the day, is My Story Animated, and it's like really cool, and I really like it, and it just tells you amazing stories, and it has like, I gotta say, amazing artwork and what they put in there. And it's really interesting. Some of it's funny, some of it's like really serious, and some of it's like, oh, interesting. Your life is so interesting. I like learning other people's lives. And sometimes it's just really interesting to get to know the character and what it's like and what they're going through. And it's a really, really good kind of winding down kind of thing to watch. Because you're like, oh, I hear the stories. It's like you can hear the stories and you can watch it. I usually watch it on my laptop because it's just nice. Also, I have a big laptop kind of thing over here. So, yeah, I do like watching that. And then a few other people, like the Familia Diamonds, they're really cute. And I love watching them. And then I also like watching Darman. I don't know why. It's just really interesting to watch the skits they have. And, well, okay, so I love watching it and just trying to see and know other people's kind of perspective kind of thing. Well, like they might the thing that I learned there was if they get mad at you for no reason, it's not because it's on you, it's because whatever they're dealing with and they're just putting on you. I was like, oh yeah, that makes more sense, right? So that is really interesting to watch, I gotta say, and I actually like watching that kind of stuff. So I don't know if YouTube will let me, but I'll try to put the their YouTube down below. So you guys can go check them out, subscribe, and watch their videos. They're really fun. They're very entertaining, and I love watching it because again, they're fun, entertaining, and it's really fun. I just repeated my sentence over and over. I'm so sorry. Let's see. When you got your wisdom teeth removed, any funny stories, and was it fast to be put out, like put into sleep during in the dental chair? So here's the thing: I did not get to put in sleep. I had the laughing gas, but not full knockout. And I think my family and I just chose to not do the knockout because it was more expensive to take out all four plus the knockout. So I think it was less expensive to just take out all four and just have the laughing gas. I was scared. We knew, but really not a funny story. It's more, I would say, I'm now laughing about this now, but at that time I was scared, but I was like so nervous and to a point where like I was in tears, but also the medicine's there. The medicine did not help. It was a great taste, but the medicine did not help. The laughing gas did not help until after the needles. I gotta say. So I can't really answer it, but I try to answer that question as possible. I'm so sorry. Okay. What made you start a YouTube channel? So the people who I listed earlier, like at least the ones like Lexi, Brent, the Familia Diamonds, and all those kind of people. I just kind of saw how fun they had. And yes, I get it, it's a lot of work, but also I like to have a challenge. I also just, it's nice to get myself out there. And I have people working on some stuff outside. Interesting. Sorry. You're right. Anyway, but starting a YouTube channel, I was very interested. And I guess this is actually a fun thing to do. I was like, coming up with ideas, yes, I get it. But also, it's kind of easy how I put it. Easy meaning easy. So I guess just watching others and just trying it myself. That's how I wanted to start a YouTube channel. Which countries would you like to visit? Japan and France. I gotta say, I heard Japan's really pretty, and so is France. And I see pictures. I don't know. I just look at random pictures of Japan and France. More like towards like the city, like not city, but like just pictures of the place. And I was like, oh, so cool. I want to go visit there. So yeah, I want to go visit there too. Anyway, speaking of that, what countries would you guys like to visit? Comment down below. I want to hear. And I think it'll be really cool to visit those places too, I guess. So let's have all our opinions on that too. What are your favorite clothing stores? So I don't really go shopping, but I gotta say, TJ Maxx, Target. Yeah, those are the two stores. And maybe Ross. But definitely Target and TJ Maxx. I think that's it for that. Yeah, those two stores. Let's see. How would your friends How would your friends best describe you? I want to say some say upbeat and fun. Some say creative, and some say talented because of how many instruments I play. So I've asked a few people, so I don't know. It's kind of, I don't really. Okay, here's the thing. I don't really like personally take it, but I just ask out there. I was like, oh, interesting, good to know. And so yeah, I guess that's what people say. Let's see. Okay, hey guys. Whoa, my voice. My microphone died, and I did not realize that until I started editing. So this is a different day, and I'm redoing the last part of it. You guys won't notice that because I kind of cut that part out and then just redid the ones that were muted. So continuing on. Well, let's see. Oh yeah, what is your biggest pet peeve? I gotta say, when people are in a rush and they go through red lights, and then someone behind is also in a rush, and then they honk at you because you move and you're trying to be too careful because the other person went on a red light. I'm not even joking. Like seriously, leave the house like maybe 20 minutes before, if it's heavy traffic, or 10 minutes before you need to get there. Because if you're like a really fast driver and you're like trying to rush, it's like, dude, careful, that's a little bit dangerous. That's my biggest pet peeve is being rushed on the road. I was like, no, I can't do this. Anyway, what do you look for when making new friends? I gotta say, I'm an easygoing person, and let's see, just friendly people and just really nice. And yeah, again, I'm an easygoing person, so friendly and nice. Let's see. What are your best places you visited? Hawaii and Africa, I gotta say. I go to Hawaii almost like every year for some reason, and then Africa was like once, maybe when I was in middle school, and so maybe because I kind of forgot if when it was. I think it was middle school, 8th grade year, and so yeah. Let's see. Africa. Okay. Do your friends know about your YouTube channel? Yes. I do tell about it. I was like, hey, what should I do? I was like, should you start a YouTube channel? I was like, yeah. Some of them are like, yeah, you should. And so I'm like, oh, pretty cool. And so they're like positive answers for that. I like it because they actually like support me on this thing. So thank you for honestly saying yes. For those who said yes. And the final big question is, does pineapple belong on pizza? I think so. I used to eat pineapple pizza during middle school because my school will sell it on Thursdays, and that's a half day. And so I was like, you know what? And I will eat that all the time. And then I started liking it. I was like, oh, interesting. I somehow cannot eat raw pineapple, but I can eat it on pizza after it's cooked in the oven or wherever it is. So yeah, thank you for listening, and I'm so sorry I had to change. And this is, I think, I was wanting to say 2 days out. I think 2 days before is when I started this video, and then my microphone died, and I completely forgot about it. And I was like, I don't know how long this takes to charge up this tiny little mic. So sorry. Anyway, comment down below. What do you think? Does pineapple go on pizza? Anyway, comment, subscribe. See you later, and thanks for watching.